It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we're on the road to the Super Bowl. Let's close out the weekend with what should be a good one on Monday Night Primetime between the Denver Broncos and the Jacksonville Jaguars. Welcome, everyone, to the start of the NFL postseason. Kate Scott, Brock Heward here as these teams begin the journey toward the Super Bowl. And at this stage, Brock, it's a daunting task ahead to make it all the way. They need 3 straight wins against the best teams in the NFL, beginning with this one right here, right now.
Yeah, Kate, and I love the way you say that right there. You just lay out the journey. And I'll tell you, in this journey right now, you're not going to find a team anywhere in this bracket who isn't 100% convinced they're going to be the ones standing in the end. But the time for words is over. Now your season's on the line. Every time you take the field, it is win or go home.
All right, let's get this one on the road, Brock. It is 1st and 10. Stafford to the air to start us off. Throwing the out route complete. He's forced out of bounds after picking up about 7. After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Off the play fake, it's Stafford. Finds Cup once more. And he's out of bounds, but what a great play there, Brock. He's got him in the field goal range. It's a full 40 yards on the play, Brock, and a new set of downs. Sets him up nice and pretty at the 25 following that big play. On 1st down, here's Stafford. Has him on the quick hitter. And he gets this down to the 13-yard line. Give him 13 on that play. And that's good for Broncos' 1st down.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
All set now, 1st and 10. From the red zone, on 1st. Throws caught. And that play is brought to a halt, so they're going to say at the 5-yard line.
Good luck defending that short yardage slant. It's not going to happen. There's a reason. This is a go-to play for just about any quarterback in every situation.
Stafford throwing again. And he's got it. Touchdown, Denver. The Broncos take a 6-0 lead on their opening drive. Brandon McManus on for the PAT. The point after splits the uprights. And the Broncos will jump out to a 7-0 lead.
Jaguars nothing.
Reed now to kick this one away. This return starts at the 5. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. So here comes the Jaguar offense now. Their turn to set out on an opening drive. And leading them out is the 2nd overall pick back in the 2023 draft from the Ohio State. It's C.J. Stroud.
This guy looks so good over the course of the regular season. They're hoping that he can bring that same kind of production with that arm of his to the playoffs. It's delivered in the passing game again and again and again. But we know this is a whole new season.
Space on the right. He's got room. He makes it in for the Jacksonville touchdown. The Jaguars finish off their opening drive. Breece Hall with the touchdown.
Sure didn't take long for somebody to get this game off and running, pun intended. But there's a lot of rounds left to fight and punches to be thrown. Sure feels good, though, to be the first one to land that haymaker.
Cam Little to try the extra points. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Jaguars respond with 7 of their own to tie it here early. So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. Here's Raymond on the return. Pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. So the Broncos headed out for their second drive of the game. They really have the passing game clicking on that last touchdown drive, partner. We'll see if they stick with that or if they mix things up a bit on this series. Broncos to the line now. It's 1st and 10. Play action now for Stafford. Dump off to his fullback. What a hit. He gets flattened to the ground. Stopped on the play by the rookie from Tennessee. Back to the line they come, 2nd down. Stafford from the gun. Short pass brought in. So a solid gain there, Brock. It's still 3rd down and short that they've got to figure out now as they pick up 9 on that previous play.
A gain of 9 brings up 3rd and 2.
Waiting. 32.
Here he is on 3rd and short. A throw right side, finds Cup. And he can't find anything as he goes out of bounds. Nothing on that return.
Those kind of completions are so frustrating, Kate. It's like a putt. You got it on line, you feel good about it, it's going in the hole, but you never want to leave it short.
Now on 4th down, A.J. Cole headed out to handle the punt. And no doubt he wants a good start for himself here in prime time. And little to nothing on that return as the coverage team gets to him. Coach Liam Cohn ushering his Jaguar offense back to the field. And they'd love a repeat of their last drive, wouldn't they? Their first play was their only play as they ran it in for 6. Jaguars look ready to go. Here comes 1st and 10. Stroud. Hits him on the out route. And he's tackled for a short gain.
Hey, Kate, you know this from covering the Seahawks, calling their preseason game. When Pete Carroll was there, if he said it once, he said it 100 times. Stay on top, stay on top, stay on top. You'll give up a short little out route like that, but just stay on top of the deep threat.
They give on 2nd to Hall. He doesn't get much beyond the line, a yard at most. From the secondary, Greg Delpit on the tackle.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door. Bigger gap in the future.
Broncos go with a dime look here on 3rd down. Off the play action, here's Stroud. Throw to the right, finds Waddle. And he's going to just get this across midfield before he's taken out of bounds. It's a 30-yard gain, Brock, so unsurprisingly, that gives him a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
From the gun, it's Hall. He's able to drive that pile about a yard. Devontae David, like so many times in his career, making that tackle. Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. Now it's Stroud. That's caught. It's Breece Hall. And this one's worked down to the 33 before being stopped. They pick up 14 yards on that one. And the Jaguars have a 1st down.
To this day, I can still see the faces of the big guys in the huddle. When you call a screen like that, instead of them just getting knocked backwards, they get to be salesmen. They get to push those linemen downfield and then tee off and go hit somebody like they did right there.
Room to run inside the 20. And he has it all the way down to the 8. Now we see after that play, one of the Broncos having a little bit of trouble out there. They're going to head out to look at him. 4 downs to get this across. Here's 1st and goal.
Here we go. 18. What's that?
From the red zone now. This one's caught. And that play is brought to a halt, so they're going to say at the 5-yard line.
There's no question, Kate, that the big play is down the seam or what big tight ends a fan favorite, but it's those type of catches right there. The short yardage, it gets good coverage, contested catches that really make tight ends a locker room favorite.
From the gun, Stroud. And this is going to be a Jacksonville touchdown. The Jaguars break the tie here in the 1st. On his Little for the extra point. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Jaguars take the lead here, 14-7 in the 1st. Set for the kickoff. Little with the honors. Strong with the return. And this drive will start inside the 25. Broncos running their offense out once again. They were only on the field for 3 plays their prior series, Brock. Let's see what changes they make to take over here. All right, Denver getting everybody set. So they've got 1st and 10. Shotgun snap to Zephyr. He's got Ayuk on that slant. And he's going to be stopped right around the 37. He'll come up on 1st and 10.
And the Broncos, 1st down. Ready. 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Kenneth Walker gets it for the first time. And a couple of teammates combining there for the stop after just 1 yard.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
He'll get this to come. And he goes out close to that 45-yard line.
There's no negatives ever in a great shoot for a completion, but that's one of those situations. If you're going to take a risk and throw an out route, you'd sure like to see a little bit more yardage gained.
There's a screen out for Walker. Defense contains him. That's going to force 4th down as he's dropped for a loss.
Not terribly complicated on this one. Just not the 3rd down screen you wanted to run. Little chance they were getting the first, and apparently, little chance they were going to even gain a positive yard at all.
A.J. Cole on the punt. He's hit before he can get anything on that return. The Jaguars and Breece Hall about set to go on offense. And we'll see if the perfect start can continue as they try for their 3rd touchdown in 3 drives. Jacksonville offense ready to get going. Here's 1st and 10.
Okay. Tony. Hey, uno. 2J.
So the officials are officially on board tonight. For the first time a flag flies, somebody moved early. One of the most common penalties in the sport, and the reaction, it's the same every time, Brock. Frustration from the coach as they get backed up 5 yards.
Still 1st down.
They're set back 5 by that false start. Now 15 yards to the marker. Looking to throw, Stroud. Set up the screen here for Hall. This is headed perilously close to their end zone, Brock. That tackle sends him backwards to the 4.
Mark down back at his own 4-yard line.
We've reached the end of one in this opening round of the AFC playoffs. It's a 14-7 game. Back to Everbank Stadium in just a bit. Back for the 2nd quarter. It's Jaguar football. They are facing 2nd down deep on their own end. They'll run here with Amari on Hinton. And this is pushed ahead for a gain of 5. A long-time standout, Calais Campbell there for the stop.
A humble 5-6-yard gain on the ground. Not a huge gain, not a game-changing play by any means, but one that keeps you on schedule and takes some of the starch out of that front 7.
Defense nearing a stop. Need to hold once more here on 3rd down.
Here we go. On 18. That's right.
3rd and long for him here. Let's get it, left side. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
You know, I like the completion. You never turn down a completion. That's just not the right throw to make in that spot to move the chains.
And And hey, at least he held onto the football, but they will get nothing on that return.
The Broncos take
Denver
over
set to
first
take the
and
field on
10
offense.
at their own
And as they get set, partner, gotta imagine they're bringing some urgency with them to the field this drive, too.
Yeah, I think you and I both know in calling these NFL games that sense of urgency can be replaced by full-blown panic in a hurry. So find a way to possess the ball and, more importantly, score some points.
This drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line. One loss of a yard to begin the drive. Here comes 2nd and 11.
At the 38-yard line.
Working from the gun. Here's Stafford. And in the hands of his running back, Walker. And it's good yardage, but they tackle him short of the sticks.
Rhythm. You hear me talk about rhythm a lot. Whether it's a golf swing, a baseball swing, heck, even a bowler gets himself into rhythm. And I'm just telling you, Kate, from experience, these little throws to running backs, it's one of the best things to get your offense into rhythm and a nice little gain on top of it.
Stafford now on 3rd down. He has the first over the middle. And they're going to bring him down at the 36. Give him 18 yards on that play, Brock, and it gets him a first down.
That's good for a Broncos first down. 1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Walker off his own read. Got to give on his own read, and the defenders were waiting for him. He goes down for a loss. So some immediate revenge for that last play, Brock. I don't know. What do you think? Is it going to take away the pain from giving up that big run the prior play?
Not necessarily, because it really does take a group failure to give up a big run like that in the NFL, but it also takes a whole lot of teamwork to knock him behind the sticks. Job well done there.
Has him on a quick hitter. And he's going to be stopped about a half second before he can pick up the first. Ball down to the 26. It looks like they're going to try to power this across. Goal line formation on 3rd and inches. Trying to sneak with Stafford. And they're going to down him by contact as they've got enough for a new set of downs.
It's a gain of 2.
Kate, is there a simpler play in football that's come to life more than the QB sneak? We see all different varieties now, but it has become so darn effective. And we've got a tough QB who wants to put it on his shoulders. He's signing for it.
Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play. And nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10.
It's up 2nd and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Lady!
Stafford back to throw. That one's complete to Clyde Edwards-Helaire. And he gets this down to the... yard line. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down.
That's another Broncos first down. A gain of 11 on the play. First down, Denver.
Lady!
From the red zone on 1st. Complete out to the right side. He's brought down a little short. No, actually they do give him the 10-yard line. 2nd down now. They need 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 10-yard line.
Ready!
Now Stafford to throw. He brings it in. And they bring him down at the 7-yard line. Here they go. Getting set for 3rd and 4.
Brings up 3rd and 4.
Ready! 250!
Now Stafford again. And that one's incomplete. For now, he brings up 4th. Let's see what this penalty flag is all about. Tempting to perhaps take the yards and run 3rd down again, partner, but they decline it, so that's going to bring up 4th down.
24-yard attempt.
McManus sends it through. Exactly 2 minutes to play in half number 1. More from Sunday Night Primetime on the other side. We've got a good one here. They've cut the lead to 4 as they send it away. Starting from the 5. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. Now the Jaguars offense ready to take over once more. They seem likely to carry the lead into the locker room, but some points here to end the half could make things even more comfortable. Jaguars look ready to go. Here comes 1st and 10. To the air, Stroud. It is caught left side. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37.
Well, we saw his guys pick up the blitz. Well, he felt them pick it up anyway if he wasn't looking at him. But with their effort on his behalf, I think this QB felt owed to them. And the group up front to find somebody to get a completion, so that effort up front wasn't in vain.
Shotgun snap and give to Hall. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line. It's a meager 2-yard gain, but that's enough to award them the first down.
That's certainly a spot where you could be more aggressive, Kate, if you wanted to take your shots. And some coaches, even the bolder ones, will take the safe play first when they get it from time to time. No 3rd down required now.
Stroud throwing here on 1st. And his perfect start is over. And that's the first one of his throws to wind up incomplete. So first time we've seen one of his passes hit the ground this game, Brock. He had been perfect before that one.
Well, we hear it and we know it, right? The team that makes fewer mistakes in this league typically wins the game. Yeah, that was what would you call a first mistake throwing the ball. They still got the lead thanks to earlier efforts.
So it's 2nd and 10 now. Ball still at that 39-yard line.
All right. 18. Okay.
Operating from the gun, it's Stroud. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Picked up by Marlon Humphrey. Well, we all know, Brock, those slot guys start piling up receptions, and that makes them a priority target for the defense. They kept someone nearby, and they pick off that check down.
Yeah, if a play breaks down in today's football, like back in my day, last century, you check down the running back. That's not the case anymore. These slot receivers, they're as big a security blanket as running backs are, but the defenses, to your point, Kate, they figured it out too. And that defense, well, they didn't just figure it out in their heads. They went out and executed with their bodies to take it away.
New set of downs from 37. Throwing now on 1st down. Stafford. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. Denver calls the second of its 3 timeouts. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half.
It's 2nd down.
Good time to reach in the bag of tricks on 2nd down. 16 to go following the sack. Stafford from the gun. Into traffic, complete. The big play nets him 17 yards. And it's going to be 1st down, Denver.
Broncos, 1st down. It's a gain of 17 yards.
Here's Stafford.
And the
This is cut at the 9. And the stop is made 3 yards from the end zone. It's going to be 1st and goal.
a gain of 23 more yards. That's another Broncos 1st down.
From the red zone now. Into the end zone, but someone's able to knock it away. That's incomplete. Great play defensively there to just get a hand in there and deny that touchdown.
That's exactly right. Active hands and aggressive mindset. As a DB, you've got to assume that every throw is going to be a touchdown. And you're the last line of defense, the guy that's got to make the play on the ball, and he just did.
Stafford throwing again. It's a Denver touchdown. The Broncos take the lead just before halftime. Cooper Kupp the touchdown. McManus there to tack on the point after. And the Broncos push their lead to 3.
17. Jaguars 14.
Reed now to kick this one away. And looks like he's going to opt not to bring this one out. So they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 35.
First and 10.
The Jaguars going on offense one final time in the opening half. Not a whole lot of time left for them to put something together here before the break. And even 20 seconds left at their disposal on the final drive of this half.
118. What's that?
First down, Stroud. And this one falls incomplete. Still 17 seconds left to play.
That is a DB's best phrase, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Stroud to throw again on second. He's going to loft this deep down the left sideline. Sent to the ground by a defender and incomplete. Would have been one for the highlight reel, but instead, they're facing third down.
You know, I say this all the time. You get down there to the red zone, and things happen so fast. Those windows close in a hurry. Quarterback's fortunate that was one hand and not two hands that got on the football.
And this one falls incomplete, so we're down to 4 seconds, and we'd assume our final snap. Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. So that brings up 4th and long.
Oh, look the hot, look the hot. Swap, another swap.
One final shot before the half. Look at that power, deep left side. And they'll turn it over on downs as that pass comes up empty, and off the field they go. They're going to have to make those halftime adjustments on the fly today. We're skipping right through to the start of the third quarter. With this kick, we're back underway. A spot in the divisional round on the line. His return starts at the 5. And he's brought down just inside the 25. Here come the Jaguars. Taking the field on offense to start the third.
At their own 23-yard line.
Jacksonville offense ready to get going. Here's 1st and 10.
Here we go.
They start to have to give them all. Well, even a great game is going to have its lesser moments. You can't get anything out of that carry. Stop for no gain. First down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10.
At the 23-yard line.
Tony.
From the gun, Stroud. Throw to the right, finds Waddle. And they're all the way across midfield before he's brought down. It's a gain of 27 yards to move the chains.
7 yards.
Oh, just a yard shy of midfield. 1st and 10.
First down. First and 10 at the 49.
Oh, running between the tackles. And this hasn't been a common side out of him tonight, but the defense wins this rep. He's limited to no gain on the carry.
A loss of a yard.
All right, here we go. 2nd down.
2nd and 11. At the 50-yard line.
Now it's Stroud. Set up the screen here for Hall. That screen sniffed out quickly, shut down behind the line.
Okay, that's one of those situations as a quarterback that on my grade sheet, that's a negative. That screen was ambushed by the defense, and you've got to throw it away. Just find a way to put it at his feet and not create a negative play for your offense.
On 3rd and long, it's Stroud. Good, right downfield to Olave. This one's going to move him all the way down to the 25-yard line. To the line and set. Here we go, 1st down.
And the Jaguars, first down. First and 10.
On play action, here's Stroud. On target to Waddle. And he'll go down here at the 16. Just a yard left to go on 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and a yard. at the 16-yard line.
A give left side for Hall. Has some room to work. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Jacksonville. The Jaguars take the lead right away in half number 2. Breece Hall with the touchdown. Little able to connect on the point after. And the Jaguars take a 4-point lead. All set for the kickoff. Little with the honors. Strong with the return. You're going to bring him down as he gets it to the 33. The Broncos and receiver Cooper Kupp taking the field once again. They find themselves trailing after the opening drive touchdown, and that could really set up to be an entertaining second half if they're able to answer here. First down now, ball at the 33. Stafford now. Pass brought in. And they drop him with a big hit, but that's going to sting worse for the defense. A big gain, and the chain's moving too. Markers are reset. Here we go. Ball to 44. Walker on first down. And they limit the damage. Just a few yards on that gain. And from the secondary, and his Ray Straw on the tackle. Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7.
At the 47-yard line.
On the play fake, here's Stafford. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
As a defense, you got to see the pass. You got to time up your hit, and you got to jar that ball loose. Not a lot of offensive players are hanging on to that one through a well-placed hit.
Throwing to Stafford on 3rd. Shoves him off. Completed over the middle. And the pass is stopped before it can get to the 1st. Great tackle there to bring up 4th down. Here comes the Broncos punting unit. It'll be A.J. Cole doing the honors. And that's going to pin them as deep as it can go. They're going to be set up inside their own 5-yard line. Jaguars look ready to go. Here comes 1st and 10.
Here we go. 18. Let's go.
They'll start this one out with Hall. And they'll stop him after he picks up 4 to begin this drive.
That run right there, that kind of feels like a missed opportunity defensively. Got him backed up, and you played it well enough to contain the run, but you didn't play it well enough to damage the run.
He just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down.
This defense, they had a plan, and they did an excellent job executing it. Instead of a main character, they've reduced this receiver to a footnote. Kudos to the job collectively on defense.
Throwing on 3rd down, Stroud. He has the 1st over the middle. And this gets him well away from danger as he is up past their 20. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And that's good for a Jacksonville 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Looking to throw, Stroud. Into the hands of Olave. And some excellent work to drive them all the way up past the 30-yard line. 1st down now, ball at the 33.
Jaguars, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Handoff running left. Here's Hall. No questioning on that exchange, Brock. He hits for 8 on the 1st down.
Well, that doesn't net a 1st down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
After that little 8-yard scooch, here comes 2nd and 2. Here's Stroud. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. 3rd down and 2 here. The offense coming to the line for its 7th play of this drive. Throwing now on 3rd and 2. He's going to loft one deep to the left. He's got it inside the 10. He will not score, but set him up, Brock, with first and goal, less than a yard away from the end zone.
Look at the touch he put on that throw down the field. That was a masterpiece. He was the artist behind it, laying it in the perfect spot to create the big play.
18. That's it. Y'all to the right. Y'all to the right. Y'all to the right.
In the red zone on first. Headed out right. He will score. It's a Jacksonville touchdown. The Jaguars now lead by 10. Chris Olave with the touchdown. Little tacks on the extra point. And the Jaguars drive their lead to 11.
17.
All set for the kickoff. Little with the honors. Here's Raymond on the return. And stopped on the run back at the 27. Denver ready for another offensive possession. They struggled to produce on that last series, but better results ahead as they take possession here. Broncos to the line now. It's first and 10. Starting this drive with a design run. Only able to get back to the line on that first down play, so no gain.
Boy, is it tough to fool this defense with how well they read and react to these plays. Held the line, and the QB keeper gets knocked.
27-yard line.
Shotgun snap to Sanford. Connecting on the slant. And he's short of the first after a mild gain. To the line. Here's third and 3.
Brings up third and 3.
Stafford from the gun. Dumped off to his running back. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
Hey, Kate, they don't lightly care who it's going to go to in that situation. All they really care about are the results on third down. And that's exactly the result they needed. Enough to keep this drive moving.
First down throw here for Stafford. Finds him over the middle. And he'll get it up to the 44.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard defensive coordinators say, hey, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. You got to earn the right for me to call blitzes. And when you call a blitz and you don't get home and you don't hit the quarterback, you've earned nothing.
Now Stafford again. Into the hill. He's blocked. That ball's free. And this goes out of bounds. The fumble, not ideal, but hey, did end up being a small gain on the play. Crisis averted, partner, but their reward here is a tough third down. Stafford thrown again. And he makes the catch. And he'll have it down to the 44-yard line. 1 quarter to go, Brock, and we'll see who can earn the wild card win. The Broncos have it, facing a deficit. We could be witnessing the end of their playoff run.
Ready.
Stafford's going to throw once more. Here's a screen out for Walker. And they're all over that screen, Brock. Didn't even get back to the line of scrimmage.
I know coordinator and quarterback will be upset with that first down because you call a screen on first, you're thinking stay ahead of schedule. Even a minimal gain to stay on pace, but instead, the defense creates a negative play and sets them back behind the sticks.
And he's taken down at the 30. It's 16 yards on that play. And that's good for a Broncos first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 30-yard line.
They give up the gut to Walker. And he's going to pay off his first down run with a nice pickup of 9.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing it.
Stafford is hit. The ball is out. Jets pick it up. And they're going to take possession of the football. And they're going to do it deep on their own side of the field.
There are so many fundamental details play the quarterback position, especially in the pocket. But you get loose, you make a nice little run, you get in the open field, gotta have the fundamentals to tuck that ball away. QB doesn't, defender knocks it out. Huge turn of events.
Coach Liam Cohn ushering his Jaguar offense back to the field. Jacksonville offense ready to get going. Here's first and 10. They're up by 2 scores, Brock, but we've got some time left, so they still need to mount a drive here. Connects on the crosser. And they're going to force him out just before he can get to the 35. They strike for 23 yards. And the Jaguars have a first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 34-yard line.
18. What's that? Rob it.
Hall takes it straight ahead. And they'll stop him here, but not before he gets out to the 47-yard line. That's going to go as a gain of 13 yards. And that's good for a Jacksonville first down.
Another Jaguars first down. First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
He's ground off the play fake. Fits it through the middle. And he's down to almost, nope, they're actually going to give him the 30 here. It's a 24-yard gash, and it gives them the first down. Double coverage, deal breaker for a lot of QBs, Brock, but less so when it's a target you trust.
You know, it's interesting, Kate, even 20-something years ago, watching Marvin Harrison and Peyton Manning work, every defense would go into every game trying to double cover him, but yet those two, well, like we just saw right there, just got it done regardless.
And all he can get is 1 yard, ran that right into the defensive front. Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on second down. They go right back to Hall. And this is going to get him right up near that first down, but he's marked short after a gain of 7, third down.
It's a gain of 8. Brings us third and 1.
Offense headed to the line. Just need to punch it 40 yards to reset the downs.
Here we go.
Third down, good to Hampton. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
I don't know what it is, Kate, but I love third down runs. I really do. I know the receivers don't always like it because money down, they want the ball, but a third down run for a first down could be so demoralizing to that defense.
First down, and they go right back to it. And this is going to be a Jacksonville touchdown. The Jaguars have likely locked up the win right there. Well, Rocky found himself some space to work, and from there, wow, all athleticism as he made his way into the end zone.
You got that right, Kate. Just that speed. You got to have some different gear when you get down here to the red zone. It's hard to score rushing touchdowns. And that running back sees the open space. He sees the green grass, and he finishes it off with 6.
All set for the kickoff. Little with the honors. Strong with the return. And this drive will start inside the 25. The Broncos offense all set to go. And scoring hasn't been the issue for him, Brock, but it has been impossible to hold pace with the offense on the other side of this football field.
And we know they can't get this all back in one play, but they better do it with a sense of urgency.
And he's going to be brought down at the 28-yard line. Offense in a hurry up here.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up second and 5.
Running back sent in motion. Working from the gun. Here's Stafford. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. He's been a frequent target throughout this game, Brock. We've seen that coverage tighten up a little bit more on him every time the ball's thrown his way.
Well, hasn't taken him off the board completely. He's still beating them for some catches, but the heightened focus defensively does lead to moments like that one where what would normally be a catch.
Free up the middle. Gets a breakaway. All the way. Touchdown, Denver. The Broncos get it back to within 2 possessions. Cooper Kupp the touchdown. His second scoring catch of the game. Extra point try is good by McManus. And the Broncos make it an 11-point ball game.
Broncos 24.
Well, this one not quite over just yet. They've got 3 timeouts at their disposal, but really need to make the unexpected recovery here. And this is covered by the Jaguars. Well, kind of feels like we're we're starting to get to that point, Brock.
And what point is that, Kate?
You know, the bold point of the game where you have to try something bold could end up becoming a play that finally sinks them though.
Yeah, it's time for desperation. Without a defensive stop here, it's really hard to lay out the scenarios for much success. Every second matters now when you don't come up with that onside kick.
So a timeout comes in. Looks like the defense using its first stops this game as we get close to our 2-minute warning.
Brings up second and 8.
It's Hampton on second. And he's tackled with the first down yardage. Now before we reach the 2-minute warning, we've got a timeout. That's the second one used by the defense in this half.
First down.
All right.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Going to the ground again on first. He is down to the 30-yard line. We'll get a pause, Brock, as the defense uses its final timeout, so the clock only going to stop again at our 2-minute warning.
Jaguars, first down.
First and 10 now from the 30.
Here we
Again, it's Hampton. Keeps on moving into the red zone. And they are set up excellently. This is down to the 18. All right, they look set now. Here we go, first and 10.
Jaguars, first down.
Here we go.
First and 10 at the 18-yard line.
Back to Hampton. And they're going to be set up, Brock, with first and goal on the other side of the 2-minute warning.
All right. 118. What's that? 19 tax. 11.
They're going to pass it here. Looking end zone, but touchdown denied. Knocked away, incomplete.
That's going to be a play tomorrow. When they watch it on tape, they're going to be kicking themselves a bit. Okay, you get man-to-man coverage down in the red zone, you got to take advantage of it. It's hard. Zone cover.
And he gets in. Touchdown. The Jaguars make it a 3-score game in the fourth. It's what every player who scores a touchdown wants to do, Brock. He wants to get right back there and put another 6 on the board.
I've never met an NFL player content with one end zone trip in a game. Yeah, if you're content, you're not making it to this league. You get one, you instantly think of another, and the fortunate few are able to actually deliver on it.
That one right down the middle. And the Jaguars push their lead to 18.
24.
All set for the kickoff. Little with the honors. Strong with the return. He dodges the tackle. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. The Broncos and receiver Cooper Kupp taking the field once again. And this a final opportunity to make things a little closer in that final score. All right, working from the gun to start. First and 10. Stafford back to throw. Looking slant route complete. He's going to be a yard shy of the first as they force him out after the gain of 9. Offense with an enviable spot to be in, 2nd and inches. Again, throw out of the gun. Finds him on the crossing route. And he's going to get this to the opposing 41.
25 yards on the play. And the Broncos first down. It's a gain of 25 yards.
Stafford now on first down. Completed over the middle. This is going to take him into the red zone. He's down to 16-yard line. Offense hurrying to the line with the clock running.
That's another Broncos first down. First and 10 at the 16-yard line.
On first down, here's Stafford. He's got it to him yet again. That is Kupp. He's brought down a little short. No, actually they do give him the 10-yard line.
To pick up with 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
It's Stafford once more. Why not go back to it again if it's working? Complete.
As a quarterback, when you have an out route versus man coverage, you're just hoping and just praying your offensive guy could turn the hips of that defender. And once you see that, you got to cut it loose and let it go, just as they did right there.
And even on third down, he sees no choice other than to get rid of it. Not the play they wanted. It's going to be fourth down. They're going to go for it here, trailing in the fourth.
Ready. 180.
They'll motion him out of the backfield. Here he goes. Got to have this on fourth down. And he's got it. Touchdown, Denver. The Broncos get it back to within 2 possessions. Kenneth Walker, the touchdown. McManus there to tack on the point after. And the Broncos make it an 11-point ball game.
42. Broncos 31.
So even after the score, they're still down 2 possessions. Time not exactly on their side as they try this onside kick. And the Jaguars recover the onside kick. That should all but clinch this victory for them. Even with that kick, there wasn't much chance of pulling off the comeback. And now that they've failed to recover, partner, I'd say this one officially over and done with.
They went out taking every chance they could, right? Swinging as much as possible, but you just can't have this big a deficit this late in the game. Pete Carroll likes to say, can you win a game in the first quarter, the second quarter, third quarter? Nope. You win it when it matters in this league, and that's finishing in the fourth.
So the Jaguars come away with a win in this one. Well, safe to say, Brock, the nerves are out of the way. Their playoff run officially off and running as they punch their ticket to that divisional round.
Yeah, and we know through the years this wild card round is never taken lightly. Crazy things happen every year as the playoffs begin, and we can't forget, for a lot of these guys, it's their first experience of the postseason, and they acquainted themselves to the playoff atmosphere, I'd say pretty darn well.
So for Brock Heward and all of our crew, I'm Kate Scott, wrapping up another edition of the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Jaguars as we bid farewell from Jacksonville.